Why developer loves MongoDB? MongoDB has become one of the most popular in the world for the developer. The stronger community out of all the NoSQL. Ease of use, schemaless or dynamic schema, no restriction of types or size of the data. So lot of feature which quick startup time. You can install the MongoDB database in your desktop or on server in a few minutes. You can create your data and you can migrate the data from one node to another node via MongoDB admin tool. You can shift the data from one place to another place as per your convenient. So you can do lot of activity in MongoDB. All developers are familiar with JSON, so no need to worry about how JSON works and what are the different format of the data and what type of the data in the JSON are. JSON is widely used data format over the network. So zero fault of creation. It means what? For creating of collection, you don't require anything. From the application, you need to pass the command to save the document. So if collection is not available in the database, MongoDB create a new collection. You have to create a deep database, but you don't have to create the schema, right? So for a schema in the regular, when I say the schema, it means, let's say in the typical RDBMS, you create a DDL, right? For storing your data in a particular key or particular column. Applications support the horizontal scaling easily. It means MongoDB has inbuilt horizontal scaling feature. Whenever we talk about the application supports horizontal scaling easily, it means you can scale your application horizontally, but most of the time you cannot scale your database easily. So MongoDB gives you feature to scale out of your database as well along with your application. Let's say a particular application accepts the request at the rate of 1 million per second. How do you scale your application? Scaling of application is very easy, but scaling up of another database is not easy. But MongoDB can scale out very easily. You can scale your MongoDB via sharding, via replication. It completely depends upon the size of the data and what much amount of rate of the data you are ingesting in your cluster. MongoDB is a great choice if you need high level of read and write traffic. It means, let's say, the 1 million of read per second or 1 million of write per second. MongoDB is a great choice in that particular use case. Scale your data repository to a massive size. It means at the day one, when your MongoDB database has started, on that point of time, your data size is very few in MB. As soon as your database start receiving more and more requests, the size of the data gets increasing day by day. So in that case, the MongoDB database is great choice. So evolving the type of deployment as a business change means what? At particular point of time, I can start with the one node of MongoDB cluster. Later point of time, I can make a cluster of MongoDB with 2 or 3 node of replica set. After later point of time, or you can say the 5 years of down the line, once we start receiving the high traffic, on that point of time, I can make it sharding in a MongoDB. So of course, sharding is a very much costlier operation in terms of hardware. For that, you required at least 11 to 12 node of MongoDB, right, for sharding. But the second side, if you think, that requires a lot of data. It means data in 20 or 25 TB. If you have this more than 16 TB of data or more than 15 TB of data, on that point of time, you can think about sharding. Before that, no need to worry about sharding. You can do via replication. So in MongoDB, if you store, manage or search the data, that can be searching data, can be the text search or the geospatial search or the time series search. So there are different dimension of it. So whenever you need the different dimension of the storing of these things on that point of time, the MongoDB is a great choice.